This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Saying goodbye to Queen Elizabeth II. That story and more next. Hello everyone, and thank you for watching today. I'm Ken Carr with your local information. In today's news feature, we get a first-hand account of what it was like in London on the day of Queen Elizabeth's funeral. Here's Lisa Sugart.
I'm very pleased right now to be joined by attorney Frank Skakowski from West Hazleton. You know him as a former mayor of West Hazleton, and he is also Skakowski and DeCosmo law offices in West Hazleton. So we are very pleased to say that he is joining us from London, England. How wonderful is this, that you are there at the funeral of the Queen, a sad time, but a monumental time in their history and for all of us, because we're all glued to our television sets watching this, and you are seeing it right there in person. How amazing is it?
It is an amazing experience. I am blessed, and I wish I could have gotten closer. Unfortunately, I got as close as I could. And if you look on my Facebook post, it was at the end of the procession, right when she was going into the Kensington Castle. And that was pretty cool. And the entire day, it's been exhausting because there are a lot of people here, a lot of crowds. I didn't do the queue, couldn't do 12 hours. That's the lowest it was since I'm here. But I did get to see a lot of the people and the love they have for their queen. It is an historic event. It's a sad event, too. She was a woman of service. She really cared about her people. And that's something this world needs, I think.
You've been at so many major historical events. Tell our viewers about some of the places you've been.
Well, I forgot one. When I was in law school, I actually was at Ronald Reagan's inauguration. I was at Donald Trump's and President Biden's. I was at John Paul II's funeral in Rome. I was there when the smoke went up by just coincidence for Pope Francis. I went there, and there was a chance that if they would have stayed long, they wouldn't have done it, but it happened to happen on the night I was there. Went to Antarctica with Neil Armstrong. So yeah, I've done a few things, and I've been very blessed growing up from a little place down in Greenridge in Hazel Township. So I want to share some of the things I've been able to do with the people in the greater Hazleton area, because that's who let me be here. They're the ones who supported my practice for the past 39 years. But
while you're there, are you talking with the locals? Have you run into anybody from the United States? Tell us about what it's been like.
Oh, absolutely. Today, I had a wonderful two more friends. They're going to friend me on Facebook, two women we stood in the line here and we talked about their experiences. One is she's English now, but she is of Slovakian, as I am, background. So that was wonderful. And then her friend there, and then yesterday, I met a bunch of people on the Stonehenge trip. Yes, I'm talking with the locals. And what I see, and I guess I should say this, when I was in Oxford, in the churches, every church is having a service for the Queen. They love their Queen. Almost every business establishment has a placard with her picture on it and asking for prayers for the Queen. Everybody, it's amazing. I went into the park and the floral tribute. Unbelievable, the notes, the flowers, the cards, the kindness from the subjects. They really loved her. It seemed like everybody in this country loved her. And it was because she really did care. She really gave back. She knew she was blessed to be brought into royalty, but she didn't think of it as something that she was privileged. I think she thought she had to give back for that blessing. I think that's something a lot of folks in this world should think about these days.
That's really a good example that she set, absolutely. And you're setting a good one yourself, that you're taking everybody along on your travels, because you could just do this and get your own pictures and enjoy your experience. But I see so many people on Facebook enjoying what you're posting. We feel like we're going along with you.
That's how I can travel alone, because I'm not really traveling alone. I'm taking the whole town with me, and it's really great. I do love the feedback, and a lot of people, I appreciate that they're watching what I do, what I see, what I eat, and it's a fun experience. I think it goes both ways. I'm getting as much enjoyment from it as they are. And I'm hoping to do this again. She served for 7 years. I want to break Frank Farrow, the attorney in town who practically was 98. So I still got 35 more years, and then I'll retire for 5 years. So I'm hoping to be around for a long time, God willing.
Wow. Were you ever in London before when the Queen was there?
I was not when the Queen was here. I came here once in 1999 because my dad served in World War II in London. So he talked about it all the time. And as I posted on Facebook today, he would enjoy Hyde Park. So when I sat under that big sycamore tree, waiting for the Queen's funeral procession to pass, I'm thinking, I wonder if my dad could have sat under the same tree. So stuff like that. It's really nice to see things. And a Charles Dickens fan I've been all my life, so he was here, and a lot to do exploring. As you may have seen, I went to J.R.R. Tolkien's grave, where he and his beloved wife are buried. It was a beautiful thing. I went to Stonehenge yesterday, so getting to see the sights too.
Is there any one thing that will be the most memorable from this trip?
What's the most memorable from this trip? I think it was when I came out that first night and I saw Big Ben lit up, and I seen just the warmth for the Queen. I mean, there were people crying, a lot of sobbing from people, men and women who really miss her. And that's a good thing when someone is that loved. Love is a good thing. I think St. Francis said it. You can't take anything with you when you leave this earth except the love and the good works you leave behind. And she left a lot of love behind.
Today's news feature is brought to you by Feisner's Ford in Freeland, who is celebrating 75 years in business. Give them a call at 570-636-3920, or you can log on to feisnersford.com.
Time now for weather on SSPTV News.
We have a hazardous weather outlook for the National Weather Service. A strong cold front is expected to move through Wednesday evening into Wednesday night. Some of the storms we see may produce strong to severe wind gusts along with heavy downpours. Here's our forecast from the National Weather Service on Wednesday. Mostly sunny with a high near 77 degrees. On Wednesday night, a chance of showers and thunderstorms before 10 p.m., then showers likely and possibly a thunderstorm between 10 p.m. and 5 a.m., then a chance of showers and thunderstorms after 5 a.m. It'll be mostly cloudy with a low around 57 degrees. We have a 60% chance of precipitation. On Thursday, showers and thunderstorms likely. It will be partly sunny with a high near 66 degrees. We have a 60% chance of precipitation. We may see wind gusts as high as 20 miles per hour. On Thursday night, partly cloudy with a low around 43 degrees. Friday is sunny with a high near 57 degrees. Friday night, mostly clear with a low around 40 degrees. Saturday is mostly sunny with a high near 64 degrees. And Saturday night, partly cloudy with a low around 46 degrees. The North Schuylkill Spartans won the 2022 Schuylkill League Golf Championship on Monday. This is the SSPTV Standard Speaker Scoreboard. The Spartans won their first ever league title by 6 strokes over Lords. Brooke Powis won the girls' individual title with a score of 95, and Jeff Markowski had the team's low score with an 82. Both golfers earned a spot at the District 11 Championships. Other golfers will have to qualify in the pre-district tournament. In boys soccer, MMI and Notre Dame East Stroudsburg tied at 3. Evan Pedri scored twice for the Preppers, and Adam Frask tied the game with under a minute to go. In girls volleyball, Marion beat Brandywine Heights. Megan Paisley had 13 kills for Marion and 22 digs, and Jenna Goff had 7 kills and 10 digs. Jenna Merrick had 8 kills for Hazleton in their loss to Lake Lehman, and Ali Marciante of MMI had 8 service points and 4 kills in their loss to Tunkhannock. The countdown is almost over. The United Way of Greater Hazleton is hosting their annual campaign kickoff meeting and awards breakfast on Thursday, September 29th outside of the Hazleton Art League in Candu Park in the city of Hazleton. SSPTV News will be right back with our community and sports features. SSPTV News would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of Dr. William M. Gallagher, 80 of Valley View. Services will be held at the family's convenience.
The obituary report is brought to you by Moran Funeral Home, third-generation family-owned funeral home serving all faiths since 1939. Located at 229 West 12th Street in Hazleton, call 570-454-8341 and go to moranfuneralhome.com.